what tower speakers would you guys recommend, by the way? 1,500 to 2,500 price range.
None of them.
No, there's a lot of good stuff in there. Now, for a
2,500?
pair,
Is he actually?
Well, it's
Yeah,
good
is that
thing,
for a pair?
probably.
Yeah, probably. Good thing Chana isn't here because it'd be like full count.
Okay.
Right? It'd be all,
Yo.
Hit me up in the chat. I'll hook you up. Good price.
I've got these 30 pair Focal right behind me. They're all
Hey.
full range Focal too.
We got
be
them in
like-
stock.
hey, Ike, just hit me up after this.
After the show, man.
After the show, I got something for you.
So,
Yeah, but you know what? Actually, those Focal, so I don't get anything, but I've heard those Focal Coras, 820, I believe they were, and they sounded real. I thought they sounded really good, and they look cool, and they're
so Ike is balling. He says 15 to 2,500 each.
each.
So now that you look at a whole lot of opportunities.
All right, where do you go?
Talking, when you're talking 5Gs?
Where do you go for 5Gs? I guess you have to also say, is it just for 2-channel, or are you gonna set up a home theater based on those speakers?
I think he said just 2 speakers, right?
Because if it's just 2 speakers, then
Yeah.
I haven't heard them all.
Yeah.
But a lot of people seem to like those KLH.
I always tell
haven't
people,
heard.
look, you really, as much as possible, you need to try to hear the different brands that are out there, because it's kind of, people always want to know, well, what's the best speaker for this?
Mm-hmm.
And they throw out a number, and I'm like, really? I mean, I can't tell you what your ear's like. I can't.
Well, the problem is there's so many. Like I can tell you the ones that I've tested and the ones that I've liked with that range, but it's like there's so many that I'm still curious about.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know where to start.
I see, like,
LCR.
they're throwing out things right now. The KEF, B&W.
I mean, Kef's a good brand. I don't know about B&W, but
I mean, I've had some B&Ws that I really
like.
liked. There were some older ones.
Yeah.
The DM604 S3s. I really liked them. Now, you couldn't crank them super loud or they'd start to distort.
Yeah.
But they had a nice sound, nice full bottom end at kind of low to mid volume. See, they're throwing Polk Legend. I mean, there's
the JBL HDI 3600.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Might be worth checking out for home theater. The 3800s those things were legit, dude. But the crazy thing about JBL stuff that I'm finding is that they have their enclosures tuned toward the higher end, so you have to run a subwoofer now, and that's fine. They may be assuming that you're going to so they may be going with that tactic of we're expecting you guys to run a subwoofer. So what we're going to do is we're going to trade off low end sensitivity, or we're going to trade off low end output with sensitivity and or just higher dynamic range, and then that's fine as long as you're aware of that. Yeah, the 3800s are $2,500 a piece. And those things will freaking hammer.
Sure.
You'll give up way before those speakers ever do. I can guarantee you that.
Even things like kind of some not off-brand, but lesser known brands like Power Sound Audio.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can get a pair of those in for about $5,000.
How do they look though?
They have a similar look to.
They look like pro audio speakers.
Yeah, I mean they have a similar look to JTR.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
So speaking of speakers, so I had a chance, first time I'd ever heard, and now I'm on a stinking draw blank on Seaton. I've never heard Seaton speakers before. These are active speakers, so Aaron would dig that. But I heard this in the biggest home theater I've ever visited. This thing had a 224-inch diagonal screen. 3-seat, 200. This is a home cinema. This isn't even home theater.
Yeah.
I put a little short on my YouTube channel, and it was basically showing that. I was like, "Hey guys, YouTube money's doing so well. We're moving here. Here's my new home theater. I've got 2 seats in the back for people I don't like. I got 10 seats in the front for people I do like." He had there was 3 18s up front on the left, 3 on the right, and then 4 18s in the back near field. Dude, crazy, but those Seaton sound phenomenal.
Yeah, was that the guy with the whole row of subwoofers up front? No, there was one that
he had 2 triangular subwoofers up front. Oh, you're talking about Scott Newby. Scott Newby has
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that was really just a picture Oh no,
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. He's got the towers, and then he just has
Well,
418s up front is what it is.
yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Okay. Yeah.
No, this guy has a massive room. I mean, massive room. But it was So I just happened to think of that. I was like, Seaton is one of those you don't hear a whole lot about Seaton.
No, that's true.
There's definitely a lot of brands out there, but listen to as many as you can so that you can find out what your ears like. Chris said he wants to hear some Arendelle. Again, something that we don't really hear a lot of because they're made in where? I know it's overseas somewhere.
Oh, yeah, because I looked that up not too long ago. Yeah.
What's weird?
Like the UK
feel like
or something.
That's more of a European market.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like there are brands that are targeting more the home theater segment. And then let's say like KLH, right? Those Model 5s seem pretty popular.
Yeah.
But they don't look like they're trying to target anybody who's in the home theater.
It's terrible.
Right?
Yeah.
Even though, like, if they are good, then why can't you just use them for home theater?
Yeah,
Like, if you can buy one, then you can buy three.
Right.
I'm actually curious to see you review those, Aaron. The Model 5s, I think they're called?
Yeah.
KLH
So,
Model 5s?
Old JBLs, I guess.
Throw those on the Clipple.
I've actually looked into doing that. I can't find anybody with those. I did
Just
reach out to that.
Remember, I just hit you up.
That's what I was going to say. I actually emailed him today and said, "Hey, I don't want to call you out of the blue, so here's my info. Give me a call when you can, because I don't want to put some dude on the spot. He'd be like, who's calling me? Who is it? What are you talking about?"